Reports over air. General Supervision Mejdi صادق. Presentation شيرين الجوهري. Directed by George فهيم. Port of Rotterdam. The Port of Rotterdam is Europe's largest seaport. The port owes its leading position to its outstanding accessibility for seagoing vessels. In addition, the Port of Rotterdam creates direct and indirect employment for some 385,000 people in business throughout the Netherlands. The Port of Rotterdam is located in the city of Rotterdam in the province of South Holland in the Netherlands. In 2018, Rotterdam was the world's 11th largest container port in terms of 20-foot equivalent units, TEU. In 2017, Rotterdam was the world's 10th largest port in terms of annual cargo tonnage. Covering 105 square kilometers, the Port of Rotterdam now stretches over a distance of 40 kilometers, where cited ambitions can become a reality. Most important for the Port of Rotterdam is the petrochemical industry and general cargo transshipment handlings. The harbor functions as an important transit point for transport of bulk and other goods between the European continent and other parts of the world. The report finds that the future earning capacity of the port is healthy, certainly in the context of digitization and energy transition, with strong growth possibilities for the maritime manufacturing industry and maritime business services in Rotterdam. In the 2018 Global Competitiveness Report presented by the World Economic Forum, the Netherlands was ranked best in Europe regarding its transport network and water and energy supply. Its efficient sea and airports achieved particularly high scores, but the quality of the road network and access to electricity supply were also ranked highly. The economic significance of the Port of Rotterdam is twice as highly as previously calculated. $52 billion, or 6.2% of the added value of the Netherlands, is due to the Port of Rotterdam, according to the Rotterdam effect. This is an impact of main port Rotterdam on the Dutch economy study conducted by Erasmus University Rotterdam, commissioned by the Port Authority. The figures indicate that the Port of Rotterdam contributes twice as much to the gross domestic product than previously calculated. Traditionally, when determining the economic significance of the port, only direct employment and added value were measured, including the so-called backwards indirect effects. These backwards effects are the added value, that is, consequence of port companies purchasing elsewhere in the Dutch economy. However, the new study also included the forwards indirect effects of the Port of Rotterdam economic activities that are made possible in the Netherlands due to the presence of this port, such as the re-export via logistics and distribution. Third, through cooperation with foreign ports and other logistic hubs abroad, especially when the Port of Rotterdam Authority is involved in the strategic management and supervision of those logistic hubs. The international strategic connectivity of the Port of Rotterdam with, for instance, the Port of Sohar in Oman, reinforces the chain management of the Port of Rotterdam and the extension of the international competitiveness. A first estimate of these three strategic contributions together adds up to at least 6 billion euros of value added. This means that the strategic value of the Port of Rotterdam is now already about 30% larger than the so far reported. Second, by means of cooperation with ports and other logistic hubs in the Netherlands, aiming at specialization, innovation, and productivity improvements. Through this, innovative products and services such as container transfers and inland terminals arise. This in turn leads to strengthening the logistic chain, new innovative logistic concepts, and local spin-offs producing value added and employment. The rollout of an ICT system as port-based to a national standard reinforces the Dutch logistics system as a whole, and with that, the international competitiveness. As to the strategic importance of the Port of Rotterdam, the port provides a substantial contribution to the international competitiveness of firms in the Netherlands. This is especially true for firms involved in import and export. That strategic contribution is provided in three ways. First, the Port of Rotterdam, one of the most important junctions of good flows in the world, and by far Europe's largest seaport, offers a unique physical and knowledge infrastructure. Continuous renewal is taking place in the Port of Rotterdam by improving existing activities and carrying through innovations. This yields a unique and irreplaceable basis for the international competitiveness of the Netherlands, providing firms and consumers optimal access to world markets. Large multinational firms in the Port of Rotterdam are catalysts of innovations in infrastructure, clusters, and knowledge development in the Netherlands. Clusters of related and supporting industries in the Port of Rotterdam are encouraged by leader firms to come up with innovative performances, from which in turn also other companies in the Netherlands benefit. The Port of Rotterdam as a whole offers a context that stimulates business sophistication, innovation, productivity enhancements, and strategic cooperation, as well as competition between companies.